Good afternoon and welcome. Yes, it's time to talk about the rising of the shield hero. Yes, our boy Naofumi is back. One of the Mount Rushmores of all MC isekais out there is back. And we're on episode 2, by the way. So here's where it gets interesting. Episode 1 did give us something to love and hate about it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the first episode was a quick pace, a fast pacing. And yeah, they gave us new characters to talk about. For some who haven't read the manga or the light novel series, I get it. I get it. Now, for those of us who understand what's been going on, they skipped a lot. Let's clear it out the way. Let's get this out the way. They skipped a lot leading to this arc. And I know everybody is so excited for the Spirit Tortoise, the Spirit Tortoise arc. I get it. The only like I said, the pacing was so rough, like so tough to say. Like, where she came from? How did she end up with the team? See, there are things that they left off. So for now, I'm gonna do my very best to even give y'all what we got in episode 2, because at least it was better than the first one. I'll tell you that. The visuals has gotten better. But let me get to that anyway with the review of the Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. Let's do it. Episode 2. Let's get it, boys. So, this episode had a lot of dialogue. Leading to this fight against the Spirit Tortoise. All 3 other heroes are trash. Let me say this again. It's not him. I'm talking about the other 3 heroes that been a dick since the beginning are trash. That's why in the opening, they got captured. Because they are trash. You're horrible. That's how trash they are. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell y'all this from watching the opening. Every time I saw those 3 guys get captured, I'm like, thank God. Thank God they got captured, because y'all are trash. But let me go on. So anyway, visuals are good. And the characters are back with a lot of dialogue, especially the reincarnation of the Spirit Tortoise. And they had this meeting about how they're going to capture the Spirit Tortoise and how they're going to kill him. They were you know what? These leaders are full of crap. Talking about, hey, let's kill her off. Let's kill her head off and all that. They had so much boundaries. And Naofumi is sick and tired of everybody arguing and nobody's not trusting the shield hero. This was pissed me off. This is why I said Naofumi belongs in the Mount Rushmore of isekais. He is, again, he has so much problems. This guy is having so many problems that it's hard for him to even get it done. Hear me out. For one thing, he doesn't have his party members. They're out there. He not only has to worry about those 3 guys, about like what the fuck they're gonna do, but now he has to like trying to take down the Spirit Tortoise. And I'm like, this guy has so many effing problems that he can't even handle it. And I get it. Raptalia, best girl that beat Nezuko. I get that. She's worried about him too, and I get that. I'm not talking about Naofumi's parties. I'm talking about like the heroes. And even the queen said herself, not in her words, but in words like, it's like, with you by yourself leading an army is just the weakest of them all. That's the weakest. I mean, like, in other words, in Rising of the Shield Hero, there are heroes in each country, each world. Naofumi's team is the worst team. Is the worst team of all the teams assembled in an isekai world. Naofumi's team is trash. And I said that, and I'm not, I want to say positivity because I'm looking at, and I'll be honest with you, if you even put Kazuya's team from Konosuba, Kazuya, Megumi, Darkness, Kazuma, Darkness, Megumi, Aqua. And even though Aqua's useless, that team that I just named can beat Naofumi and the other 3 heroes. That's how weak they are. They are trash. But back to what I was saying. So the dialogue, basically, it was a lot of dialogue, but it's up to Naofumi to try to take control of this entire army, this entire group of soldiers, knights, etc., to take down the spirit tortoise as they're preparing for battle. Along the way, we got new characters that joined the group. One of them was the old lady. Now, here's what I think. This is why I think it was fast pacing, because I read the manga. I don't read the light novel like that. But in the manga, they showed us more about the old lady, about what's her deal with teaching teaching Retsu how to use Kai. Because I remember one in the manga, she used her finger to break a statue. That's how busted she is. That's how busted she is. And again, the manga had more details about her because she didn't reveal later on. And another thing is, they didn't reveal when Kai, Raphthalia's friend, the little raccoon, boy, he was a part of the slave too. I'm surprised they didn't add that, but I think they're trying to just get right to the tortoise arc. That's just me saying. Now, Eclair. I'm glad they showed Eclair. I'm glad they showed her. Now, I get it. The pacing for her was getting to this arc. I get it. But, guys, I like Eclair. I'm not saying Raphtalia is better than Eclair. I'm talking about Eclair is a total badass sword woman. In one of the mangas, I ain't going to spoil it, watch her match against the sword hero. I kid you not. Watch the match with the sword hero. You're going to be so happy with this girl. I'm telling you, you're going to be so happy with Eclair. Like, to a point, you'll be like, okay, make her a sword hero. She doesn't have, just watch the match and you'll see. Just watch the match and you'll see. Now, again, they skipped a lot too when they were all training. They skipped that. They also skipped when Eclair made her debut. Even though we had her debut in this episode, at least it had a few dialogues from the manga. Because in the manga, they told her father died in the first wave. Same goes to this one. So they brought up some references from the manga. Okay. Now, I like that bridge moment with Naofumi and Raphtalia. Given the struggles that Naofumi is going through. And Raphtalia, see, it's the sword and the shield. That's what people don't seem to realize. Not you guys, I'm talking about when watching Rise of Shield Hero. It's he's the shield. He needs a sword to help him as a team like that. Because remember, back then, Naofumi didn't have nobody to trust. He couldn't trust anyone. But then Raphtalia and Philo and the queen and Philo's best friend, even the Philo queen, even Philo's the queen herself. It's the people around them that makes him better. And Raphtalia on that bridge scene talking to Naofumi has put a light in it. So I like that. I really do. Now, as the soldiers march into battle and about to face the spirit tortoise, who like cliffhangers? Really? I know people are really upset that we got another cliffhanger. Because the cliffhanger in the first episode the first cliffhanger was, oh, you're the shield hero. Okay, I want you to kill me. That's the cliffhanger. And then she's the reincarnation of the spirit tortoise, so it's okay, in human form. So it's yeah, okay, let's go with that. And now you got another cliffhanger where it's the spirit tortoise. Here we go, let's march into battle. Now, I'm gonna laugh. I gotta laugh a little bit because in my mind, at least, how about this? At least the queen is doing something. I'm still trying to figure out what the other 3 heroes are doing, but I ain't gonna spoil as much. I'm just going by my reaction on this episode. But still, other people are putting work up against the spirit tortoise. Especially Retsu, the girl that has a crush on the bow hero. Me personally, I don't think she should be with the bow hero. I don't think she should be with the bow hero in terms of all this, what she's doing. See, this is what the manga left off. You see, what the manga did, they showed us that she is more useful in the Bow Heroes party. She's more useful than ever in that team. But her whole squad, even the Bow Heroes being a dumbass, pushed her off and saying, "Oh, you weak. I don't want you on my squad." Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. And they ended up crying. You know, it made her cry. That pissed me off. That pissed me off. But after all this, she still likes him. And I don't know what it is, but here's the thing though. If she does more work to shut up the Bow Hero is gonna have second thoughts. But I would never rejoin back. I hope she doesn't rejoin back. That's just me saying. But let's see where this goes. But again, episode 2 did give us a cliffhanger with the spirit tortoise, the tortoise coming out. So that means next week we're gonna see the battle of the spirit tortoise, and let's see where this goes. Hopefully it will follow the manga in terms of that chapter, because I really hope they do that. But okay. So overall, this was a good episode. It was a pretty... Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, the ending was good. I like the ending. The ending had Raftelli and Philo. Sorry. It had both of them, so I really liked them showing them. And overall, this episode had a lot of dialogue, but at least the visuals... Let me say this. At least the visuals gotten better after the first episode. I get it. Now, this, like I said, good episode, and ended with a cliffhanger. Here's where this is where people get a little mad. I get it. It's the pacing. I get it. It's fast pacing. We didn't get as much. I know people are saying they skipped light novel and chapters into this. I understand. If the pacing is decent enough to get somewhat of a back and forth flashback or whatnot, maybe, just maybe, this could be a good season 2. And when season 3, after season 2 and then season 3 is in the works, who am I to say it's gonna be better? But let's see where this goes. But again, this was a good episode, and I look forward for episode 3 of the Rising of the Shield Hero season 2. Rising of the Shield Hero season 2, episode 3. So let's see this battle with the Spirit Tortoise arc and new characters coming up to Horizon in next week's episode.